Welcome to Release to Results. This is our Course in Miracles series, going through the lessons one at a time and letting go of these things that come up where there's oftentimes a lot of resistance to these ideas that are presented here, and just allowing that to come up, allowing that darkness to come to light, releasing it so we can enjoy what the Course has here for us. Let it work upon us as we get out of the way, as we let go of these beliefs and concepts and perceptions of the past to come to an experience of the truth of what is. You don't have to believe anything the Course presents. Just see what happens when you let go of some of this energy that's been lingering that would prevent an awareness of what really is, what you really are, what the Course has for you. These lessons, these reviews are suggesting really just getting in touch with and being open to the thoughts that you think with God. And so as we go through these reviews, the main thing is, could I just open up and allow my mind to hold only what I think with God? So first we'll start with just tuning into our being and letting go of these thoughts and these feelings and this identification with the body, to be the observer of that. And then hear what we hear with these ideas. Hear what we hold in mind when we think what we think with God. So let's begin. My mind holds only what I think with God. My mind holds only what I think with God. And there could be all kinds of things running through the mind. When we start to get quiet, all the stuff that's in the subconscious, all these subconscious thoughts we've been holding pop up. So could you allow yourself just to be aware that you are witnessing some of these thoughts, some of these programs, just witnessing them. Nothing to condemn, nothing to moralize, no need to stack guilt. Already punished ourselves enough. Could you just allow yourself to be and notice what's passing through the mind? And just let it pass. Just like images on a screen or a social media feed you're scrolling through, just passing, just noticing what you've been subscribed to. Could you just let it come up and let it pass? Let it come up and let it pass. Nothing really to cling to. Just witnessing. Wow, look at all these thoughts that pop into my mind. Look at what I've been holding. Okay. And letting it pass. And those things that come to mind, they're all little flags letting us know, ooh, there's some energy here. There's a feeling behind these thoughts. And so just like you notice thoughts, but they're not really you, could you also notice there's some feelings behind these thoughts? You be that which is aware of feelings. Oh, not feelings. You're not these feelings. You just feel these feelings. You notice these feelings. Could you allow yourself to just be the witness of this energy that comes up and these thoughts that come up? But stepping back. And then the body and the world, these things seem to be happening in that, around this body, around this world. All these thoughts and feelings seem to be about that. And could you notice you're just witnessing a world, witnessing a body? Though to witness it, that couldn't actually be you. There's something that witnesses the body, the world, the feelings, the thoughts. Could you allow yourself to be that which witnesses and just let all of that stuff come through your awareness without grabbing onto it? And could you be just for a moment that which is aware? And my mind holds only what I think with God. Once all this other stuff is released, only the truth remains. My mind holds only what I think with God, only what's true, only what's actually there. Once I've released all this other stuff I picked up in my innocence and held on to briefly. And could you let go of any of these thoughts that come up other than the lesson for today? I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God. My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God. And could you simply allow yourself to be aware of these thoughts? And if anything other than the suggestion of the day comes through your mind, you just notice it. Oh, look what's been hanging out. Notice the feeling behind that thought. And notice what seems to be happening in this body and the world around what was stored. And could you just be surrendering? That which notices these things, yet nothing to grab onto, nothing to hold. What's actually with God will remain once these other things have been surrendered, released. Could you just allow the surrendering of the thoughts, the feelings, and this body and this world where all these things seem to be happening? Just allow the darkness, the illusion, to come to light, to truth. Nothing to fight. It has no power. It just attempts to force your focus. And if you just surrender and let go, it will all pass and power remains. My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God. And in the silent awareness, that which we are, noticing what comes up for you, what God puts in your mind with these ideas. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. My mind holds only what I think with God. Let me remember I am one with God. And anything else that comes up that's not associated with these ideas, could you just witness, oh, here's some old programs. Here's some garbage. Not to demean it, not to judge it, condemn it, or moralize about it. Just witnessing. Ooh, here's a feeling behind those thoughts other than the ideas for today. And just letting it come up, surrendering. Oh, and it seems to all be happening with this body in this world. Could you just surrender? The witness of all this stuff coming up and passing, nothing to hold on to or cling to. What you think with God will remain. Could you let the rest go? Would you let go of the distractions, the darkness, the illusions, and allow your mind to hold only what you think with God? Like these ideas. I thank my Father for his gifts to me, and let me remember I am one with God. Just surrendering anything else that comes up and allowing a moment, your presence, your awareness, to hold the ideas that God has given you, that you think with him. And could you allow yourself just to be aware, to notice anything else coming up, just surrendering it, all the things you think you have to do today, all these memories of the past and these predictions of the future, all the defenses which you're creating to defend the illusion, the ego, the separation, just letting them come up and letting them pass by, bringing darkness and illusion to light and truth, surrendering. Could you allow your mind to hold only what you think with God? I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with my Father, with God. And notice if the interference gets quieter as you continue surrendering anything that comes up of the world, of the body, of the past, of the predictions of the future, just surrendering and coming to this quiet, this being at one with God, and the thoughts that he gives you, the thoughts you think with him. You might notice a very different energy, power, as you just surrender anything forcing its way to your attention. Nothing to fight, nothing to control. Could you just let what's coming up come up? The feeling, the focus on the body, on the world, all these thoughts. Could you just allow them to come up and to pass? Surrender them. And have what remains the truth, the power in your mind. My mind holds only what I think with God. Like these ideas, I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Perhaps then these things come through your mind that you're thankful for, grateful for. There could be more interference, that's okay, just surrendering. And having availability for an idea like, let me remember I am one with God. What comes through your mind with that idea? The thought you hold with God. Being at one with him, your Father, his Son. And could you allow your mind to hold only what you think with God and release the rest? Revisiting these ideas throughout the day, I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God, my Father. And releasing the rest. Anything that would intrude or force its way in, could you allow it to be dissolved by the power of what your mind holds with God? Well done releasing. Thanks so much for being here. We'll do it again tomorrow. Have the best day.